Hello, my name is Cameron Reedy, and I am a 5th grader at Fulks Run Elementary School. This is Ron Turner from Turner Hands. Thank you for letting us interview you today to find out more about your care as a store and business owner. What do customers like best?
I think most of my customers that come to the store, they come here to buy the country ham. And we've been curing country ham for probably 30, 40 years here now. And that's what most of the folks come in here for.
Is running a store complicated?
Sometimes it is. It's keeping up with all the paperwork is probably the hardest challenge. We have to collect sales tax, and we have to hold that, and then once a month we pay that into the state. Then we also have to enter our daily sales into a computer program that helps us figure out our taxes at the end of the year. So it can get pretty complicated sometimes.
When you are done with your job, do you get to get what you like out of the store?
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. You still kind of have to pay for it. We give our employees a discount, and we'll have to pay for it ourselves. But if I want a drink, I usually go get a drink.
What kind of drinks do you have?
We have, our best selling is Dr. Pepper. And we sell probably the most Dr. Pepper, and then probably Wham products. Dr. Wham, we sell a lot of that. And then we do some old-timey sodas. That's our root beers and cream sodas and some other sodas like that.
How much does a meal cost with a drink?
A meal, you can get a sandwich for $2.75, and with tax that comes to under $3. It's $2.93 with tax for the sandwich, and then drinks are another $1.79. So about $4 to $5 you can get a drink and a soda.
Do you get a lot of customers who buy these things?
Yes, we do. We make thousands of sandwiches. Sometimes we'll make 2,000 or 3,000 in a week. We do fundraisers for organizations, and in fact, I think Plains PTA at Fulks Run here coming next week. And we do Plains Elementary, J. Frank Hilliard, Broadway Little League, lots of company stores like that.
Do people rob you?
I'm sure some things go out that we don't know about. We've never been actually held up at gunpoint or knife point, but have they broken in? Yes, they have broken in once or twice. We had an attempted break-in about 2 years ago or so, and he's sitting in jail right now. So, yeah.
Do you have old-timey things in your store?
We do. We have lots of old things that you might see in your great-grandmother's. I would maybe see in my grandmother's house. And we have some of those are for display, and some of them are for sale. Yeah.
How do customers get on a day?
How many? Is that the question? How many?
Oh, in a day? In January, we don't have too many. You could almost count them on a couple hands. But in around Christmas and Thanksgiving, we are really busy. Probably several hundred in around the December and around Christmas. But maybe less than 100 in January some days.
How many do you decide prices on?
How do we decide prices? We take the price that we have to pay, and then we have a certain percentage markup that we have to add to that. And you have to figure that out because you've got other things that people don't take into account. Electric bills. We have to pay our electric bill every month. And all these coolers and furnaces and everything, it costs extra money in the summertime to cool things down. So that's an added cost. And so we've got electricity, you've got another heating bill. On days when it's 15 degrees, we use a lot more propane, so it takes more money to do that. So we have to cover our expenses there. We kind of figure out that we need a certain percentage markup, and that varies per item. Some things we can't mark up quite what we need to, and so we'll lose a little bit of profit on that and make up that somewhere else.
How do you know what people want?
You have to listen to your customers. When they come in and ask you 2 or 3 times, you have this and this and this, we probably should try and look into finding that. Cloth bologna is a good example. We have a lot of customers that come in and ask for cloth bologna. And we've tried that, but the cloth bologna they're looking for isn't quite what we're getting. So we have to pay attention to what the customers are asking for.
How do you have good character? How is having good character important in your job?
Well, that's a really good question. I think it's very important because people that come in and they come in from all walks of life, they all want to be treated with respect. So, and that's what we try and do. And even the customers that come in that aren't so nice to you, we're still nice to them. You know, we do what we can to make everybody happy. So.
How do you use reading in your job?
How do I what?
Use reading in your job?
Do I use reading in job? Yes. You know, we get articles sent to us about we can do this and this and this to help manage our employees. Following directions online as to filing the paperwork. Reading instructions on safe handling labels that come in, and yeah, we use reading a lot.
How do you use math in your job?
Probably more than the reading at the store because we have to calculate some of the discounts. A lot of that's done through the register, but we still do it by hand when we get items in. We'll figure out the markup, which is how much we're going to mark our products up. So we use math there. We use math when we fill out all our reports. I'm working right now on our W-2s, and that's a report that goes to each employee, tells them how much money they've made throughout the year. So that's all math. You know, you add up all their wages and all the taxes they pay. So.
Do you need to go to college?
It's not necessary, but it helps, and I'll tell you why it helps. You know, once you go to college, you'll get a broader experience of management. You can learn more about better ways to manage your company. You can learn more about marketing, how to market your item to customers. And you get a little more experience from that. Not necessary, but it helps.
Do you like your job?
I do. I like it very much. Some days it's very stressful and it's difficult, but for the most part, it's been a wonderful experience for me.
Do you have any equipment that you would use in your job that you would like to show us?
You're going to buy some fireballs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fireballs. A nickel piece. So I can either go 5 of these, 5 cents at food, because we have all these different buttons on here. I have food, ham, cooked ham. Then we have a miscellaneous that has a different tax rate. We have a kitchen gardens items, a hot pork barbecue, because it also has a different tax rate. So it's taxed at a different, it's high tax higher than the regular sandwich. And then several others on here. I could do 5 of food, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit the subtotal. It says 26 cents. I'll say 26 cents, please, Camden. It's like, okay, you hand me a quarter and a penny. I'll put in 26 cents. Hit the total, and then it'll pop over. But I'm not going to do that. It's not any misoperation. Subtotal. We'll just void that out later. There it is, 26 cents. The drawers arrange quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. And we got dollar bills across dollars, 1s, 5 cents, 20s, and then these are the big bills, checks, and credit cards.
Thank you for your time today and teaching us about your job as a store and business owner. This is Camden Reedy signing off for Fulks Run Elementary.